Hey guys, this is one, two, three things for this week, and I want to hit things one and two pretty quick because thing number three is going to take me just a couple minutes to talk about. So, thing number one is this Sunday we're going to be continuing in the fourth part of the Read Me series. Last Sunday we started talking about the Bible, wanting us to read it as a story, and we talked about the first bit of the story, and this Sunday we're going to talk about the climax and the resolution of that story and how that shapes the Bible. That we read. Thing number two is Super Sunday, which is coming up on February 5th. That's Super Sunday. We're going to have an indoor tailgating event after the second worship gathering that morning. Some of it may be outside. That's going to depend on what the weather is like. But we're going to have a chili cook-off. We're going to have a nacho bar. We're going to have the second annual Wing Bowl. There's going to be a cornhole competition. There's going to be some games for kids. And we're encouraging everybody to wear your favorite team gear that Sunday morning. But the biggest encouragement for that Sunday morning is this is one of our 2 or 3 big events during the year where we ask you to invite folks to come to worship, a way of reaching out to the community so that we can invite people to life in the kingdom of God. So be thinking now about who you're going to invite. Those of you who live in Wilmore will get one of those mailers and have the opportunity to maybe even say to some neighbors who don't go to church, hey, did you get this in your mailbox? This is my church. Would love for you to come with me. Anyway, so that's coming up on Sunday, February 5th, and we'll be talking more about that. Now, that brings me to thing number 3, which is going to take me just a minute because it has to do with mission and facilities and vision. So let me give you just a quick recap of some of what's been going on over the last year in particular. Last January, we met with a church consultant who had helped lots of churches build facilities and had helped a lot with church planting. And he's frequent in GCF from time to time, so he was willing to consult with us for free, which we really appreciate. And one of the concerns he had as he came away from that meeting with our elders and our staff together was that we did not have a very clear mission statement, and we certainly didn't have a very clear vision. Now, in short, mission statement is what you do on a regular basis. Your vision statement is what you think will happen to you 10, 15, 20 years from now if you really hone in on doing that mission. And he was exactly right about that. We did not have a very clear mission statement, a very clear vision statement. And he said that from experience with churches and other businesses and organizations, the one thing that he could guarantee was that if we didn't have a very clear mission statement and a clear vision statement, but we pursued any kind of facility in terms of whether it be leasing or building or whatever it is, that would sort of become a noose around our necks. And it could become an idol that really thwarted the ministry that God had for us. And he stressed again, just something that resonated with us, how much a facility has to be a tool and cannot be your mission or your vision. So last January, your staff spent the first 3 months of the year honing in on that mission statement, which we then discussed with the elders, and it became official, inviting people to life in the kingdom of God. And we talked about those 5 ways that we go about doing that. I'm not going to reiterate those now for the sake of time. We did not dig immediately into the vision question because vision is about what you will become if you do your mission. And I wanted to give us several months, 9, 10, 11 months, to be doing our mission statement so that we could kind of begin to see what God was going to do if we honed in on that mission statement. And so he's been giving us he's been doing lots of things here that have given us some indication of what the future might look like if we do this. So what the staff is doing the first month or so of this year is trying to hone in on a vision statement that captures who we think will be 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, what we're going to become as we do this mission. The elders are also a part of that conversation. And when that vision statement is honed in, we'll then have a sense of what we need to do in terms of facilities to make sure that whatever we do in terms of facilities is a tool for our vision and doesn't become just sort of a weight around our necks that drags us down. I know some of you are aware of the fact that we leased this building for 2 years with an option for a 1-year extension from the seminary, and we'll be heading into that 1-year extension this summer. We're in discussions with the seminary right now about what it looks like to extend that, perhaps year by year. As we go through this process, we know we're going to probably need to be here a little bit longer than another year, year and a half, and there's some movement that looks very positive in that area. So just wanted you to know what's going on with that. We're not just kind of sitting on all of this, but we're being very, very cautious and very, very careful and very, very discerning as we think about this facilities issue in regard to mission and vision. And so until that's all settled, we're just going to thank God for this space, and we're going to do the ministry he's given us to do, the mission he's given us to do in this space, and continue to see him form us into the church that he wants to be and do amazing things in our midst. So that's 1, 2, 3 things for this week. I usually try to keep this at about 3 to 3.5 minutes. I'm at a little over 5 minutes. So I am going to say I will see you Sunday, or I will see you around town before then. Have a good weekend, guys.